Okay, let's have a look. There's some more comments here from CNN. This is all new to me, you guys. Okay, like I'm just scouring now because I kind of like it to be sort of a vaguely fresh reaction. You know what I mean?
That's an app that a lot of people use, and somebody got on. I mean, happened to know the guy's a total sleazebag. The Atlantic is a failed magazine. Does very, very poorly. Nobody
Again,
gives a damn about it.
straight. So this time he knows, like, okay, I know what has happened. He's probably been told at this point what the Signal app thing is, which is just an encrypted end-to-end message, like WhatsApp, kind of, right? But so at this point he knows what it is, but then just straight into, but who cares? Even yes, that did happen, but he is a crappy journalist, so it doesn't matter. Completely missing the point, of course. Of course.
This gives it a little bit of a shot, and I will tell you this that they've made up more stories, and they're just a failing magazine. The public understands that.
I mean, there's not really much to analyse in that moment because that is just the part where he rags on the opposition, whether that's the Democratic Party or just someone who does. I mean, at this point, I'm not saying that Jeffrey Goldberg hasn't written negative things about Trump. I'm sure he has, but this is not an instance where he's actually done anything like to against Trump. He didn't even add himself. He was added by someone else. It wasn't even his fault, and he's going after him in this way. It's the standard operating process, isn't it?
I heard the man that we're talking about, who's not somebody that I don't think most people have ever heard of. He left. He found it very boring, and he left early.
This is boring. I'm leaving. The thing is, if it was like a random, I don't know how they would have their number, but if it was like a random member of the public, yeah, they might leave because they don't know what these people are talking about and they don't know, they're just like, hey, I'm clearly not supposed to be here. Maybe I should probably leave, right? It's not somebody having like saucy office gossip going on or something and somebody's like, oh, I'm just going to lurk in the background and see what's going on. I think a lot of people would be like, oh, this seems a little bit sort of, I don't know what they're talking about, or it seems like I shouldn't be here, maybe I'll leave. But we're talking about a journalist. Whether or not a journalist is like, journalistic integrity and whether or not they're unbiased or non-partisan or whatever it is, right? Like, they're still a journalist, so information and conversation and communication is kind of their whole deal. So when this guy's added to a group chat, he's seeing what he's seeing and reading what he's. Now he ain't getting bored. He's just taking notes.
He left. He found it very boring, and he left early. He got off the line very early.
He got off the line because he doesn't know a group chat. He doesn't know. He got off. He thinks it's like a conference call. He hung up. He hung up because it got boring. He hung up from the group chat. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. Let us continue. Are you gonna say anything else?
I can't speak to it other than that. So he's made up a lot of stories, and I think he's basically bad for the country. But it's a failing venture, very failing venture. They're very upset, and a thing like this is publicity for them. But
I agree with it's publicity for them. A journalist, like I said, journalist is journalist. You want to break the story, and he's breaking the story, Mr. Jeffrey Goldberg. So, yep. I don't know how bad it is for the country that a journalist exists that you disagree with, Mr. Trump. However, what is bad for your country is I could see two things here straight off the bat. Number one, why Signal? Invent your own app, mate. You literally got Elon Musk in the White House. If he's so tech inclined, and all of those other tech billionaire oligarchs you got going in there, make your own app that works just for you within the government that other people don't have access to and stuff. Number two, is it dangerous for your country to have a journalist you disagree with or to have somebody so inept that they accidentally add a journalist to the group chat. I don't know which one's more dangerous for the country. I don't know.